Hi, middle school. It's great to talk to you today. I want to talk to you about truthfulness. That is our character trait for March. And what does truthfulness mean? It means to habitually tell the truth and to know the facts. And so this video, we're going to share a little bit more about what it means and how you can take action and be truthful.
Hello, lovely people. Mr. Shaley here. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of the Character Core Show here at Cornerstone Charter Academy. Today's character core trait is truthfulness, being honest in your words and action. On today's show, we have Muhammad joining us. He's our guest to speak on truthfulness. Please help me welcome Muhammad to the show. Welcome, Muhammad.
Hey, Mr. C. I'm well. Thank you for having me on your show today. And I'm really excited to share my insight and, some of my experiences with the children today. So I appreciate you for having me here. Glad to be on the show.
Muhammad, so on today's show, I would love to get your insight and share with the students and the kids in the building and the staff how important it is to be truthful. So I have a series of few questions to ask, and I would love to have your insight. My first question is, can you tell me what it means to be truthful?
Truthfulness means always representing the truth in words and action. So no matter what you do, no matter where you go, in your actions and in your words, truthfulness is represented in what you do. It's represented in how you behave. It's represented as an example to others. So always being the one that stands out, always being the one that represents what truthfulness is. So if someone else is not telling the truth, you always stand up and do what's right even when no one else is.
I agree 100%. Why is it important to tell the truth?
You definitely want to be someone that can be trusted. That's for sure. If you can't be trusted, no one can depend on you. So it's very important that others can depend on you. And most importantly, you have to be able to depend upon yourself. If you're not someone that's trusted, how can others trust you? So you have to believe in yourself, and that's where trust comes from. So it comes from within. You have to believe it, you have to show it, you have to put it out there, and you have to represent what truth is.
Nice, I agree. Who does it hurt when you are not truthful?
It definitely hurts you first and foremost. The most important thing to remember is that when you're not being truthful, it hurts you first. And it definitely hurts people that you care about, like friends and family. So you have to keep that in mind. And if you're not being truthful, you're not being truthful to yourself first, and you hurt yourself first. That's the most important thing to keep in mind, is you first.
I think that's great advice. Sure, good insight. Can you give me an example of being truthful?
Sure, I can give you an example of being truthful. Telling my mom the truth when she asked if I brushed my teeth. Admitting to my teachers when I didn't do an assignment or I didn't do my homework. Also, if I did something wrong, own up to it, be honest, whether it's my friends, whether it's my teachers, own it. So if you did it, take account, be responsible, be accountable. You did it, own it. So be truthful. And I think it's also important too to keep in mind that, that's an impression you leave. So if you're someone that's not trusted, others will see that in that situation, and people will see that, and it kind of spreads, and then it's kind of like your character. That's your impression you leave behind. So just keep that in mind. So if you're not honest to yourself, and you're not honest to people around you. That's the last impression you leave on people. Thank you for that great advice.
Thanks, guys. On today's show, we had a great episode. We had Muhammad joining us, discussing the importance of truthfulness. And what I want you to remember is to make sure you represent truthfulness in your actions and in your words. What you do today impacts you tomorrow. So don't forget, always someone is watching you, and people learn from what you do. And I appreciate Muhammad sharing all the insight to help us today to become a better you. Until next time, peace out. Later.
Hey guys, I just want to follow up with a few things. I know at your age, you've always been told to tell the truth. You've been told that since you were in kindergarten, probably, to tell the truth and not lie. But I think as you get older, it's easier to do what everybody else is doing and exaggerate and falsify things on social media just to make you look great. So I just want to kind of help you think through some things on how to be true to yourself. It doesn't matter what others think about you. You need to do what's right for you and just be truthful. The more lies you tell, the more you have to cover up, and it's just this vicious cycle. So if I could give you any advice, it's just to stay true to who you are. Try not to exaggerate. Don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing, but stay true to yourself. Can't wait to see you guys. Have a great week.